Joe, how does it feel to be extending your stay for another year as player coach?
Yeah, obviously, it's a club I know well, club that's close to my heart. So yeah, to get it done and get it over the line and stay for another year, and look at the signings that we brought in. It's exciting times. So like I always said, I always feel fit enough to carry on and keep playing and be involved, but also do the coaching as well. So I really enjoyed it last year. It was obviously my first year in coaching and loved it. So for me to go again was going to be a no-brainer, to be honest.
Across your two spells, you've been at the club for 7 years. Obviously, what does this club and the fans mean to you?
I moved here when I was 15. So for the club to be that welcoming at that age was a massive thing, especially when I came on trial when I was young, 13, 14. For them to make me feel that comfortable for me to sign at such a young age was important. And the 5 years, I'll say it again, I think I've said it in every interview, the 5 years I had here from 15 to 20 is the reason I'm still in football now, so it's had that much of an impact on my life, on my career. I moved back to the area 10 years ago because of the history I've got with the area. We had some great times here when I did play originally when I was 18, 19 with the cup runs and things like that, which put me in great stead for having a career. So fans are brilliant, loyal, passionate. Like I said, I live local, so I see a lot of them all the time, and they just want success and want the club back to where it belongs, and I want to be part of that. When I got the chance to come back, a few years ago, I jumped at the chance, and I've enjoyed it ever since. It's like as if I've never been away, to be honest. Still a lot of the old staff at the ground and stuff like that. So to do a full circle has been amazing, and just raring to go again.
Fantastic, yeah. So last year was your first year as a player coach, as you mentioned. How do you feel that went, and what you're looking forward to taking into the new season? Yeah,
it's always difficult because I've spoke to a few people about the mixed role. It can be difficult at times, because you're obviously in the office with the staff, and then you've got to change your gear and put your playing gear on and go out and train. So I enjoyed it because I love being out on the grass. I love training. I love keeping fit. But I also love being on the other side, being in the staff room and talking about tactics and players and what we're going to do for each game and preparation and stuff like that. So it was different for me. I must admit it was different. And I suppose once you come out of the playing side and you just do the staff side, it's probably a little bit different. But again, I'm still registered as a player and still want to push and work hard. So I enjoyed it, and I've picked up some things maybe not to do, maybe what to do, what not to do. It was nice being involved. Obviously, near the last 6 or 7 games when the gaffer took over, I felt like I was a bit more involved in the situation, which is great. That's what I'm in it for. I feel like I've got experience and my opinion. The gaffer was asking for my opinion on certain things, which I loved. That's what I want to do it for. And just try and improve and try and make the goalkeepers that are at the club feel relaxed and make sure they're prepared for a game on a Tuesday or Saturday. That's the main thing, for me, for a goalkeeper. It's about what you do on them match days. That's the most important thing.
Yeah. Our summer signing so far has addressed the balance between younger players coming into the prime and experienced heads, of course. How do you think this can benefit us moving forward?
Yeah, I think it's massive. I think when I was a young player, you look up to the senior lads. You get led by them, by their professionalism, the way they do things. So I think having a good blend is excellent, because you need that, that in any side, especially in the lower divisions. So I think the signings we've brought in, along with the lads that are already here, will benefit the younger ones massively. And I think the type of character the older lads are, they'll just drive them, which will improve the younger ones, no end, I think.
Yeah. You mentioned the change in the team behind the team set up this year as well. From a coaching point of view, how much are you looking forward to working with the new look management team?
Yeah, we most of them have been there for a good few years, so very dedicated, very hard work, and that's one thing you don't notice when you're a player about the setup, the training, the organisation, set pieces, you know, everything regarding the opposition. As a player, you just come in, you know, you do your work and you go. But in the staff room there, it's non-stop, you know. So it was a bit of an eye-opener for me, to be honest. The amount of work that goes on, but it's excellent, and there's no stone left unturned with regards to preparation and trying to do everything right and trying to do everything professional. So it's great to be part of it. I'm sure it'll continue this year.
Yeah, you mentioned before as well, obviously you've seen some highs and lows during your time with the club so far. How can this help the younger players learn from your experience?
Yeah, we've listened back, you know, in the late 90s, we obviously having great success in you know, Division 1, now Championship, you know, and if you look at the club over the last 6-7 years, you know, we've been down to non-league, we've come back up, gone up to League 1, and then whatever happened with COVID and stuff, and we've been close the last, you know, playoffs, 2 seasons ago, just missed out the year before, and, you know, we weren't probably at our best last year. So, you know, this club, you know, thrives on, you know, needs to be in the playoffs or automatic promotion. Listen, it's going to be tough this year. There's a lot of big teams with a lot of money, you know, and in these divisions now as well, which is difficult, but I think we've recruited well, along with the players that we've got already in the building, you know, to give it a good go.
Definitely. So, having addressed the balance of the squad, do you think there's a positive feel around the camp going back to pre-season this week?
Yeah, it's always, listen, as a player, it's always exciting to get back in, but obviously nervous as well when you see, you know, tracks laid out and no footballs out there, and there's a lot of running, but different nowadays, lads come back as fit as they left, you know, so it's they're important times though, especially for the new players. You know, you've got to try and drive people through. It's good to, you know, we'll be doing probably double sessions now for the first week, so it's good to have them new lads around the building, getting to know the lads that are already here, and make it a good atmosphere. It's always a good atmosphere here. The dressing room is good, so I'm sure they'll be very welcoming.